Hey guys, Moose here. Welcome to another episode of Life is Feudal Forest Village. We have way too many builders. I fairly deliberately do not have anyone farming. I believe I made that point last episode. I don't know if I did that I don't know if I said that was deliberate. That's not what I wanted. 15. There we go. 20th time's the charm. Alright, we'll let that go. I think I might just end that, but I don't know, it's like, I feel like if we're doing this, we should do it properly and make it truly ridiculous. But we'll get there when we get there. Are we done upgrading everything here? Wow, we are. That took a lot less time than I thought it would. So our southern border is fully defended, pretty much. Most pirates or raiders we don't have to worry about. Pretty cool. Anyway, I have some news. Or actually, you know what I really should do? I should get rid of all this crap. Not yet. Long term I will. Not yet. But you know what? No, I should end it when I get up here, because what's going to happen is each one of the individual blocks in the middle is going to take an equally long time to finish. And it's just going to be a nightmare. So we're gonna... We'll stop once this one's turned. Anyway, yeah, interesting day today. While I was driving home from work, I was at a red light and I saw an email notification come up on my phone. And I don't really know why this happened, because I didn't think that I hit the requirements yet, but I'm an affiliate now on Twitch. And I don't really know what to do with that right now. I'm kind of like, it's, yeah, okay, that's cool, it's great, but also I kind of don't care. It doesn't really matter right now. Like, it's great, I can take subscriptions, that's fine, but I only really get one emote slot, and I don't know. It's fine. We'll leave it there. Actually, Karen could subscribe to me, and I will force her to do so. Actually, let me... Yeah, I'm gonna have to tell her to do that. It's funny, she's actually in the Philippines right now, so she's way out of town. Sub to me. We'll see what happens. I don't know how she's going to react to that, but she has Prime through... Well, we have Prime because I have Amazon Prime, and then she has Prime on her account because my parents have Amazon Prime as well, and obviously they're not using Twitch Prime, so we have that. We basically have two Amazon Prime, or two Twitch Prime things. So... Anyway, I had totally forgotten about that. Previously, she was subscribed to a friend of ours, but he has been without internet for a while, so he has been unable to stream. I think, anyway. It's possible I've been missing his streams, but I think he'd be saying something if he was streaming. So I don't think he was. I hope he does soon. I kind of miss him. We gotta go play Minecraft together again and stuff. But... yeah. Hopefully he'll be back. Hey, the castle... Wait, how long has the castle been gone? Did that only just happen? I feel like I'm losing my mind. Did that just happen? Or am I crazy? It was there a minute ago, wasn't it? Oh, and this is almost done. 1, 2, 3... Let's try that again. 3, 6... 3... 6, 7, 8, 9. That's 9. Which, I hate this. Stupid trees, you're in the way. There we go. They should be cleared soon enough, I hope. What did we lose? Was that ore mine? Yeah, ore mine. So we're down to 24. But that, we don't need more than that. We're fine, honestly. Yeah, that works out fine. hold up. We're there. Yeah, wow, okay, we are there. I miscounted. Okay, well... It begins. Alright. There we go. I also dropped my phone while recording Battletech. So that went off and completely shattered the screen protector I had on it. The phone itself and the screen itself is actually fine, but yeah, it's messed up. It's kind of crazy. I've never broken anything on a phone before, so it's kind of weird that I should probably stop playing with it because I feel like I might be dropping like bits of glass on the floor, but I think it's probably fine. It's not like glass anyway. I don't know what I just said even means, but you get the idea. Or maybe you don't. I have no clue. I don't really get the idea, so how could you? I think it's like some kind of plastic. It's not sharp glass. It's not. It's like shatterproof or something. I don't know. But where was my brain going? Right, I need to get a case. I don't like the protector. It's weird. First time I've had one of those. Usually I just have like a plastic film that you put over it, but because the new one is curved, it has to be the glass thing, and it's just not into it. But yeah, lots of other stuff going on too. See if we're missing any donkeys here. We are not, thankfully. We do have a fair amount of clothes though, so let's trade those away. But right now I'm recording this at 1:30 a.m. and like I'm not really late exactly, because right now I only get off work at like 8 p.m. and even that's not really finishing work. I still have a ton of work I have to do after that, unfortunately, but I went from being kind of like 8:30 a.m. to kind of whenever I decided to go home, which was usually like 3 to 3:30 p.m. because I'd work from home anyway, so who cares if when I go home? People are dying, but it doesn't matter. To now, because I'm helping to implement a new process, I'm covering on second shift to kind of train a new person, so I'm going in at 11 and leaving at 8. Or later. Today I left at like 8:30. Tomorrow I'm going to come... as you might imagine, I stream from 6 to 8 p.m. PST. If you're smarter than me, you already did the math, and you're like, hey, wait a minute, doesn't that screw with your streams? Yeah, when my boss asked me to do this, I actually didn't think about that, and I would have said yes, I can cover second shift anyway, because I would just leave at 5 and work remotely, which I can do. They don't need to necessarily know the details. I already cleared it with the person I'm training, and she's fine. I'm still going to help her while I'm streaming, because she honestly doesn't really need help most of the time. But I'm just making sure she has what she needs. And supporting where I need to, which is fine. That's, you know, that's what I need to do here. It's not really, strictly speaking, my job, but it is what's necessary to make the process work, so that's what I'm doing. And I don't mind it. Like, would it be more convenient for me to keep doing the schedule that I had before? Yeah, of course. You know, my life is kind of, like, it's really hard for me to go to the grocery store right now, because by the time I get off work, most things are closed. Or closing, and, you know, I prefer to go before rush hour whenever possible. Because, I don't know, it's like, the places I go, they seem to put stuff on the shelf, like, in the morning. So if you go... I mean, it makes sense, right? But if you go in the evening, you're more likely to find that stuff is not available. Which I'm not thrilled about. I'm just gonna... I think this works. and then just throw like 30 people at it. We're still over 88k foods, which is crazy. Honey is low, but we don't care. We don't need honey. We actually have an amount of pies for once. It's kind of surprising. We're in good shape. Things are going really well for us here. We're stable. That's the point. But yeah, I gotta... I don't know. I gotta figure stuff. Oh, and the other thing is I actually... This also might interfere with streams. I have jury duty in a couple weeks. So I don't know what the hell is going to happen there. So I might have to take a week off of streaming. I don't know like what the timing is going to be like, if I'm leaving early or late, or I don't know, man. It's going to be a weird situation. Oh, hey, you're done. That was quick. Let's get some more of those built. I don't want to go dry on ore mines. I'm blind. Where the hell was it? It was here, right? Yeah, it was right here. Okay. I keep just clicking and looking instead of like thinking and checking what I'm clicking on, because I'm a stupid person. That's okay. There we go. 2 more is fine. We're not planning on staffing them. It's just good to have them there. And they're a little closer to the actual storage, so, you know, that'll help. I think we'll probably want to put some mines here next, I would imagine. Once this area is kind of mined out, which, I mean, it might already be kind of, to a degree. But, yeah. Yeah, it's a weird, things are weird lately. And, like, Amazon fucked up 2 deliveries, too. Karen needed something before she left, and it arrived the day after she left, so... And it was supposed to arrive like a week earlier, and they just kept delaying it and saying, well, it got delayed, sorry, I don't know what happened. And they did the same thing to something else I bought. I bought, like a complete... a book that was like the complete collection of H.P. Lovecraft's short stories. Because I want to focus on his style and kind of emulate some aspects of it, because I think that would improve my writing. And it was supposed to be here like 2 weeks ago now, and they only arrived today. And instead of just getting the one that I paid for, I had them, so I said like, hey, no, you guys need to send me one. I'm not getting it. I need what I paid for. And they sent me a set. So now I have 2 books, basically. Now, would I have, and they both arrived at the same time. So, here's a question. Would I have gotten the first one no matter what today? Whether I'd ordered a second one or not? And in which case, why didn't I just get a refund? Or did this first one only ever come because I ordered the second one and they were like, oh, hey, what's this? We have another one here. You know? You never know for sure. Or did they deliberately send 2 after I asked for a replacement, because that way it makes it look like I get the original 2. And they just, because the other one, I mean, the other one didn't, surely it didn't just magically get found, right? It was lost. Something happened. I don't know, it's a very weird situation. I don't really understand what happens there. I do know a bit about logistics, but on a much smaller scale and on a much more business-orientated scale, not really to consumer. Business to consumer logistics are complicated as hell. Actually, you know what? I could talk about that a little bit. That's an interesting subject. One thing about... So, if you work in logistics, let's say you're... Oh. It's... How is it already... Wow, that was super fast. It's like, why is it already summer? Wait, have we lost, like, a ton of people? I think we have. Because even if I wanted to staff this, what would I even do? Yeah, man, I think we lost a ton of people. I don't have enough manpower to do what we were doing before. That's crazy. So we have, like, weird population swings now. That's super strange. I don't know what to do with that. Oh well. Anyway, oh crap, we actually do. The problem is, we actually kind of want to staff the farms. I want it to tank too much further. I think because we're short-staffed, let's just close these ones for now. And then turn off the flax. We don't need flax, it's unnecessary. Flax and oats are fine, we don't need to mess with those. Go to potato. Potato. Alright. Okay, so I'll try to talk about this kind of in terms of how a store would work, but it's not... I don't deal with stores, so I'm not going to be like... what I'm saying may not be completely accurate, but conceptually you can get the idea. If you run a business and you have a good that you need to get to a point of sale or to a customer, say you're Amazon. Well, yeah, let's just say you're Amazon. You don't want to have... Let me put it this way. It would never make sense for Amazon to say, hey, we've got this depot in the middle of the US for all of the US. And every single item that goes anywhere in the US comes from that depot. That would be a terrible idea. And you would never, ever, ever be able to guarantee Prime wouldn't exist. You would not be able to have 2-day shipping or the 1-day shipping that they're setting up now. If that was the case, you would not be able to do it. You would have to be teleporting things. There's too many things going to too many places. You would not be able to manage that. So what they can do is leverage their scale. And what you do basically is everything has some kind of demand, and everything that has demand, and when I say demand, I mean like supply and demand, has some kind of a forecast, because someone's trying to figure out how much they need. Because if you're making a product, you never want to make more than you absolutely have to satisfy demand. Because if you do, then you're sitting on money. You've wasted manpower, you've wasted time on the tools to make this stuff. Everything is wasted if it's not going straight to a customer. In theory. Now that's not 100% true, because you would deliberately overproduce for a number of different reasons, such as level loading your production so that you don't have to invest in extra capacity for, like, if your demand is seasonal, for example. You don't want to pay to have a bunch of machines so you can run them in October to satisfy Christmas demand, and then just let them sit and waste away in January once all the demand goes away because it was for Christmas. You want it to be kind of level loaded. So that's something that almost all manufacturing environments struggle with. So that would be why you would want to build up inventory of finished goods, which is what it's called. But generally you want something to come off of your production line and go straight to a customer. But in reality, that doesn't work, obviously. So it has to go generally to a supply depot. Or sorry, just a depot. Not a supply depot. Just a depot. So what Amazon has is, if you're in a major city, you might hear about Amazon buying up warehouses. There are just Amazon warehouses all over. And what they do is they forecast demand for a variety of different things, which is where their expertise is, really. It's logistics. They're a logistics company. Absolutely, through and through. Yeah, they're a storefront, but they thrive on logistics. They exist and succeed because they get stuff to you quickly. And doing that depends on them accurately anticipating demand, so that they're not holding too much material, too much product, but they have enough to satisfy what the customer wants. And there's different levels of doing that. Like, do you want to have what the customer wants 99% of the time? 99.1% of the time? Like, there's targets you can set. And there's varying, like, there's whole formulas and all kinds of stuff set up to manage that, and it's crazy. It's really interesting. But fundamentally, the idea is that you basically have to start shipping something to someone before they ask for it. You have to ship the product to the proximity of their home before they've even placed an order, before they even know they want it. And that's easy, or well, it's easier because you're not forecasting what one person wants. You're forecasting what an entire area wants, and the bigger the area is, the easier it is to do. Which is why you see that, you know, you're not going to have delays in shipping too much when it's coming to, you know, San Francisco. San Jose is a big city too. New York, Chicago, Philadelphia, probably Pittsburgh. I'm sure there's a ton of big cities that I'm not even mentioning. You get the idea, right? Like, the bigger the city is, the more likely stuff is to be on time because the depot can be bigger and they can store more stuff there. And typically they have several depots. I know around here, there's a ton of Amazon warehouses around here because they ship to so many people every day. I alone, because Karen went on a shopping spree before leaving for a trip to get clothes and stuff to wear overseas. I've got like 5 or 6 boxes of Amazon stuff just sitting. I need to recycle the cardboard because it's, you know, I just haven't had a chance yet. This is stuff that came in the last week. So, anyway, interesting little thing. I'd encourage you to think about it and maybe read up on it a little bit if you're like me. Logistics is actually super interesting in my opinion, and there's all kinds of crazy like strategies for how you manage it. And like, well, there's a difference between predicting demand for like a toy that a kid would want for Christmas and predicting demand for like a automotive part that is like a maintenance or replacement part, because they have to do that too. Even grocery stores do this to figure out how much milk they should order every day. And they, you know, that's a little bit more simple because they have data. You know, they have records. Everyone has records at this point. This is why Facebook has all that info about you, is they're trying to use that information to get better at doing business. And I don't totally blame them for that, but the way that they've done it is pretty shitty, to be fair. But yeah, anyway. Interesting little bit. I think it's fun to think about that kind of stuff and see how data is used in beautiful and complex and profitable ways. It's good to understand that stuff. Anyway, that is going to do it for today's episode. So thank you very much for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Hope you'll join us for the next one as well. If you did enjoy it, feel free to come by twitch.tv/electronicmoose. Wednesday, Friday, Sunday, 6 to 8 p.m. PST, 9 to 11 p.m. EST. Hey, I'm an affiliate now. You can sub if you want to. You probably shouldn't, but yeah, I don't have any emotes yet. I'm working on it. We'll get there. But yeah, if you prefer to watch here on YouTube, you're welcome to do that as well, and I appreciate it just as much. So thank you for watching, and I will see you next time. Take care.